Hey, Lime Green Squid here. I just figured I'd give an account of my journey through heavy metal. But a lot of people have probably seen that documentary. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's not like I'm trying to make a documentary. I'm just expressing my path, how I got into it, what bands influenced me, for people who might be interested. At first, pretty much the first heavy thing that I heard was Offspring, the Smash album, the only real good album, I think. But that's where I got addicted to those sort of heavy guitar type sounds. Like that's not really heavy, but it's heavier than regular because it's sort of apparently punk, I guess. I'm not sure. It just sounded like a good heavy type sound. Then around those times I started watching Beavis and Butthead. That had to be like 93, 94, 95 or 96 or something. 96, 97. Anyway, and I heard Pantera's Mouth for War, and also White Zombie's Welcome to Planet Motherfucker. And I don't know what or for what reason, but something in my brain says I like that. And so I started, because actually the Pantera song Mouth for War is featured in the original Doom game, the like the 2D or 3D shooter made by ID Software back in the early 90s or whatever. One of the songs was featured on that, and I was like, holy shit, this is Doom. I loved this song. And so I guess that's what really got me into metal, Doom, the old computer game. But yeah, so I heard that, and I liked that, and White Zombie as well. My parents were subscribed to some sort of CD buying mailing list. They were popular back then. You just have a card and you check mark which CDs you want to buy on the card, and you send it in, and they send it back to you. Well, you send money, of course, but they send it back to you and give you CDs or tapes. Back then, I had a tape player, cassette tape, and so I got Cowboys from Hell from Pantera, and that became like my favorite album. I never liked the high-pitched screaming, like, in songs like Shattered. If anyone knows Cowboys from Hell, any metalhead should know Cowboys from Hell. The song Shattered, where he's all singing high-pitched, I just never liked that. That was one voice that I just couldn't stand. if metal type screaming, I don't know why. I just can't. But other than that, like the music was awesome. I grew up appreciating guitars because my dad's a guitarist, and he's really good, despite how much we were annoyed by him practicing all the time. But he's not in any famous band. He's in a local band right now in town with a bunch of other middle-aged guys. They're called Past Due. But yeah, I grew up appreciating guitars because my dad was a good guitarist, and we listened to a lot of Santana and Pink Floyd and all that type of stuff. So my parents even loved the guitar solos, although they hated the singing, and they even said that Phil sounded like Satan, or my mom said anyways, that he sounds like the devil, but she doesn't even believe in the devil. But yeah. Then also White Zombie. The first time we got a CD player for Christmas, we got CD stereos, and my brother and I wanted a White Zombie Astro Creep 2000, and my brother got that for me, and I got him Silverchair Stomp, which was also kind of heavy, I suppose, back when Silverchair was heavier. But yeah. Then I listened to that, and I was like, Astro Creep 2000, that's a trippy, awesome album. And so we immediately went to A&B Sound in Vancouver, or Abbotsford, I don't know. And we had some Christmas money from our grandparents or whatever, so I bought this giant Star Wars technical manual and at Last Exorcisto, Devil's Music Volume 1 or something like that. That big lime green and orange cover White Zombie album, old school good White Zombie shit. That's what I loved. I loved both of those albums. They were my first 2 CDs. Soon after that, because I had also gotten the tape for Far Beyond Driven from Pantera, and because I was looking for that Doom song, it wasn't on Cowboys from Hell, and it wasn't on Far Beyond Driven, but I loved Far Beyond Driven too. I felt a little disappointed in the vocals, though. I thought he sang a lot better in Cowboys from Hell. After that, I ended up getting Vulgar Display of Power, and that's where Mouth for War is, and that's where the Doom song is. I'm like, now this is what I'm talking about. Most Pantera fans recognize that Vulgar Display of Power is probably their best sounding album. Technically, I think Far Beyond Driven is better, although I was really bored with 5 Minutes Alone and that other one that is kind of really long that they also made a video for. What is it with some metal bands releasing the worst songs on their albums? Shedding Skin is an ultimate goddamn great song. Why didn't that one have a video instead of 5 Minutes Alone and the other one from that album? Even Becoming, you know, I'm born again with snake's eyes, becoming God-sized. That song should have had a video instead of, again, I can't remember the other one because I don't like it very much, so I forgot about it. But it's the one where the video where they're all sort of playing in that little garage type room, and at the end Dimebag starts hitting Vinny's cymbal with his guitar. And Dimebag, rest in peace. That is a great tragedy, and I was very shocked. Anyway, but yeah, like I saw on Beavis and Butthead White Zombie, the Welcome to Planet Motherfucker, and then I think they also did Thunder Kiss, 1965, or Black Sunshine. But I ended up seeing those as well because I started watching this heavy metal videos show on Much Music back then, when when Loud was called Power 30. It was a half hour of metal videos. And then Loud, I think, became an hour long, and yeah, just a whole bunch of actual metal videos, which we for a short time had Much Loud, the channel, and I had yet to hear one single metal song. None. Some of them started out with a good heavy metal sound, like a good progressive metal sound. I think that's what the genre that I find my favorite. But then they start singing like these whiny emo retards. It's wrong. You can't have that heavy metal music with a whiny emo tard. The kind of singing that you expect to hear from a whining child asking for his baba. And then I imagine the parents, the children of this generation having kids, and then when their kids start whining, they'd be like, I remember that song. But yeah, that's just my take on that horrible singing genre. Simple Plan and Newfound Glory, that shit, that ugly sounding shit. Anyway, I'm rambling on. But this is basically for rambling. This is going to be a series of videos. I'm already reaching about 10 minutes. I've only discussed Pantera and White Zombie so far, and they're just my introductory metal bands. But yeah, and also, like, again, the bands releasing their bad songs. White Zombie, on the album Astro Creep 2000, any of the Electric Heads, or El Phantasmo, or even at Grease Paint and Monkey Brains, or at even Blood, Milk and Sky, should have had videos. Not the crappy Supercharger Heaven or More Human Than Human. Those are horrible songs. Those are the worst songs on the album. The rest of the album is so much better. But yeah, and he did that again with Rob when he went to just Rob Zombie on Hellbilly Deluxe. He released Dragula and Living Dead Girl. Super Beast and Demonoid Phenomenon should have had videos. Even Return of the Phantom Stranger. those should have had videos. They were the best songs on the album. Dracula and Living Dead Girl, just repetitive, just boring, you know? But yeah, this has reached 10 minutes, so this will be the end of part 1.